And wow, look at Sebastian. Looks like he's decided to just create half the model. And I guess that answers your question, Otse. Did indeed decide to mirror, or at least to create half the model. And that is looking like a very, very solid model. Look at that thing. Look at how fast he was able to mirror that. Wow. Hey, what's up, everybody? Too Tall Toby here, and in today's tournament highlight video, we're going to see a matchup between Sebastian running CATIA and Olja K running Fusion. Now, some of you may recognize Sebastian under his screen name over at tootalltoby.com, MCGA, or Make CATIA Great Again, and Sebastian is regularly featured at the top of our speed modeling leaderboard. So if you want to get some great 2D to 3D practice in, you can visit us at tootalltoby.com, sign up for an account, and you can challenge yourself to over 200 practice models challenges. And if you take a look at the speed modeling leaderboard, you can pick up on some great tips and tricks to help you prepare for the next tournament qualification. And of course, it's always fun to see people speed modeling. So good luck to Sebastian, good luck to Olja K, and I hope you guys enjoy this tournament highlight. And Rambro's in the chat saying the Too Tall Toby Discord community is amazing. Yeah, it's great to be a part of that community. And thank you guys all so much for continuing to build it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the first half of the show. Let's get into the second half of the show. And our next battle is going to be between Sebastian and Olja K. And we got Sebastian here from Germany going up against Olja K from Croatia. CATIA versus Fusion. Guys, let's give this thing a spin and find out what the Wheel of Fate has in store for our runners. GNRLO thinks 03. Edwin thinks 03. Wolfgang thinks 07. Oh, baby. Wow, guys. We are in for a treat. Sebastian is from Germany. He's our CATIA user. He's our number 3 seed. And he started using CATIA when he was just 14 years old. Wow, that is young. And his biggest fear is click OK to terminate. And he can solve a Rubik's Cube in 27 seconds. Very nice. And he runs an automation startup focused on streamlining engineering workflows. And Olja has been using CAD for 15 years. So, wow, so they've both been using CAD for almost 15 years. That's awesome. Switched to Fusion a year ago and using CAD for personal projects and hobbies. And those are the fun facts about our two runners. It's always fun to learn a little bit about our runners. I got a feeling this is going to be an awesome battle. And we are in for a treat for this one. So here we go, guys. This next CAD versus CAD battle featuring Sebastian from Germany using CATIA versus Olja from Croatia using Fusion. Number 3 seed versus number 6 seed begins in 3, 2, 1, go! What is the mass of this part in xxx.x grams? This part is called L stub, and it is our tier 5 part, one of our only tier 5 parts on the wheel today. We got a good challenge for these guys. Both of the guys are grabbing a screen capture, making sure that they have a good game plan, and we are going to flip over to this CAD versus CAD battle and see what they come up with. It looks like Sebastian on the left has already started with a sketch on the top plane, and he has sketched up a slot using CATIA. So this is our first chance to see CATIA in action, and boy, oh boy, do we have a good model, a tier 5 model, lots of features in this model, and we got Sebastian on the left using CATIA V5 to make this happen. We see Sebastian up at the top. He's from Germany. He's using CATIA, and he says, "I like turtles." So there you go. That's his title. And on the right, we got Olja from Croatia. He's a 3D maker, and he also is starting on the top plane and creating a slot shape. I like this from both of our runners. I think this is a fantastic way to start. It's interesting to see Sebastian going through and laying out quite a bit of the geometry here. I always thought that CATIA was better doing one feature at a time, but it looks like Sebastian is going to prove that myth wrong. He's already going through creating that wing on the one side of this model, creating that little slot running down the back side of this model. So we'll see how he handles this thing, going through and adding some dimensions to this thing in CATIA over on the left. Meanwhile, Olja draws first blood, gets that first solid feature extruded, created that slot shape and then extruded it up, and now is going along the front of that model and creating kind of that curved cutout on the front of the model. I got to say, this is exactly the way that I would approach this model. I would have created it with the slot, extruded it up, and then made that curve cutout as my second feature. So, Olja, I approve of your workflow. I think that is the way to go. But we'll see what Sebastian does. You know, he has won quite a few of our speed modeling leaderboard challenges, and I think that he's probably going to turn this into a solid pretty quickly. There we go, Sebastian, first feature, done. He's got his solid feature there. And Sebastian looks like he's going to be going back through and reusing that sketch to create, oh no, using some type of a hole tool. I remember Sebastian had said that CATIA didn't really have a proper hole tool, so he coded his own. So we may be seeing some of his own custom coding here to create almost like a hole wizard tool. And look at how fast he got that counter bore and that slot going up the back of that model. Wow, 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 Sebastian, so fast there. Olja on the right, struggling a little bit with that cut, decided to do it as a surface, and now using that surface to split the model. Boom, got rid of that feature. Very nice, Olja. I like that recovery of splitting that model and creating that curved geometry there. Well done, well done. Here we go, here we go. Sebastian on the left, creating that curved area as well. I don't know, that sketch looks a little, I don't know what I think about that. Okay, that's probably what he was missing there, that dimension. Oh, and look at Olja on the right, creating that section view in Fusion. I love how Fusion's able just to jump into that section view and then let you sketch. That's gonna make it a lot easier to create that kind of rib shape that's sticking up from the model. So we like this approach as well. Olja, of course, going to be checking the drawing, making sure that he's got all of the correct information from the drawing as he's creating that rib. And Sebastian on the left, using CATIA, working on that same feature. Wow, both of our runners from two different parts of the world, creating the same model and getting to the same feature at the same time. They started very differently, but now they're coming to the same feature at almost the exact same time. Very cool. Zhao in the chat says Fusion has a rib feature also. Yep, rib. In most CAD packages, rib works when you've got multiple walls to kind of close it off, to terminate it. It might not work as well with this one because it's got that kind of open face in the front. But rib is always a good way to go. Rib, always approved. And Atse in the chat asking, to mirror or not mirror? That is the question. That is the question. Atse in the chat here. And wow, look at Sebastian. Looks like he's decided to just create half the model. And I guess that answers your question, Atse. Did indeed decide to mirror, or at least to create half the model. And that is looking like a very, very solid model. Look at that thing. Look at how fast he was able to mirror that. Wow. Sebastian really putting on a clinic here for CATIA. This is very impressive modeling that we're seeing here. And he brings that rib out and makes a change to that rib as well. And wow, guys, this was this was awesome to see Sebastian get through that. I know we haven't seen the answer yet, but him just getting through that modeling that fast was super impressive. And we see on the right we've got Olja on the right, continuing to work on that rib shape and now moving into that kind of top view. I'm keeping an eye on the chat here, making sure that we're not missing anything here from Sebastian. It looks like maybe he decided to double check, take a moment to kind of double check. We haven't seen an answer here from Sebastian yet, but it looks like maybe he saw something he didn't like. And that's what you really should do. You should do what we call the final spin, kind of look over the model, look at the print, and then you can then you're able to go through and you're able to answer. And Fabe coming in with an answer for the Wheel of Fate 07. Good guess, my friend. Good guess. We'll see what it comes up as. Sebastian says, I gave my answer. Go ahead. Maybe type it in again. I don't know how I missed it. I am not seeing it here in the chat. I have my live chat up. Maybe just type it in again. Type it into the chat so we can see it. And oh yeah, I do. I see it on you. Okay, there we go. So Sebastian coming in with an answer 260. Sorry. So Sebastian coming in with an answer 270.6 grams. And that is correct. And wow, Sebastian, so fast with that model, even faster than I realized. That was super fast. I see you came in, just for my records, when I go back in and I make the video, I see you came in with your answer. It was 2 It was right before Ate said the thing, right before Fabe said the thing. So I just want to make sure I have this on record so when I make the highlight video, it's correct. So it looks like it was right about here. It was right after Zhao said go Sebastian, and right before Ate said this thing about the new face for the notch. So right in there is where your answer came in. So we'll make sure we get that correct timestamp in the highlight video. But regardless, Sebastian getting the answer correct. Well done, my friend. Hopefully that glitch doesn't happen again. You're just so fast that you're even too fast for YouTube. It was interesting.